Howdy folks, and welcome back to some more World of Tanks gameplay with General Ducky. Today I'm following myself playing in my Strv 1030. This is the Tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer, spawned on the Tier 9 match on Kharkov. Now you'd think with a tank destroyer, Kharkov would be a pretty bad place for something like this. Well, the advantages of this tank is the fact that it has 40 millimeters of armor. Well, 40 millimeters of armor doesn't sound all that lovely, does it? Well, when you angle it at 75 degrees, it becomes auto-bounce for any tank that has 120 millimeters or smaller. And there's two little spots on the front of the tank that have 50 millimeters of armor. That means any tank that hit, well, they're tiny, so hardly anyone ever hits them. But if you do hit them, that means you have to have over 150 millimeter shell to penetrate. So that means I can sit there and bounce stuff like this, no problem. Now if they start firing heat, unfortunately the auto bounce angle goes from 70 to 80, I believe. I might be off by about 5 degrees or so, but either way. This tank is quite interesting because it has two modes. You have travel mode and siege mode. Travel mode, you're allowed to do stuff like this. You can travel around, but you can't aim your gun. You can still shoot, but you can't aim your gun. When in travel mode, you can go 50 kilometers an hour forwards and 45 kilometers an hour backwards. But in siege mode, you can only go 10 forwards and 10 backwards. So enough about the tank. Let's talk a little bit more about the gun. The gun has 308 millimeters of penetration with its standard shells, 390 alpha damage. When you load premium, you get 350 millimeters of penetration. That means you can shoot a T-95 in the front and not really have to worry about bouncing. That sounds all lovely-dovely and whatnot, but this tank doesn't... Its gun doesn't always want to work. Sometimes you'll drop the shells out of the area that you're aiming. It bounces more than you'd think. But it has a 7.5 second reload. And this is without Brothers in Arms or ventilations, chocolate, or in this case cinnamon buns. And once you get to the tier 10, you have the same gun, more accurate, and has a 6-second reload with the same setup. These tanks are so freaking amazing. Not to mention, they start out with a standard 23% camo rating when sitting still. Now my crew has a camo net, it's painted, and I have a camo crew. So that buffs its camo rating up to 62% when sitting still. I don't remember what the other ones are, but this tank is just absolutely invisible. And the unfortunate side of this replay is the fact that, well, you'll see by the end of it, and that shot right there, I could have easily hit if I had just waited a couple more seconds. As you've seen by the title, I do a lot in this battle. Unfortunately though, I made a couple mistakes. Like I didn't even have to beat this low on HP by now. I'll make a few more mistakes later on, but if I hadn't made those mistakes, I would have done so much more damage. And this is really an unfortunate turnout for like right there. If I had just pulled forward over here a little bit, I would have taken one less shot. I could have avoided taking the 480 hit point shot from the Scorpion G. That means I'd still be on about 1300 health. But, once again, it's Kharkov. Where do you go in Kharkov in a tank destroyer? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, once again, didn't really need to back up there. Not at all. And that, unfortunately, goes into this. I get derped before I can finish it. But, by the end of it, I had a 9,705 W&8, and what I didn't realize at the time is the fact that this was actually my mission for TD-15 for the T-55A. I had caused 6,000 damage and 3 kills. I've been trying to get that in every single tank destroyer I own, and I own the Jagdpanzer E-100. I got it in the freaking Swedish tank that hits for 390 every shot. Oh. So that battle, I picked up a unfortunate first class, a bruiser, fire for effect, high caliber, tank sniper. I received 97,691 silver, 3,636 experience. I was top for damage on either team, nowhere near for kills, but I was top on our team for experience, and because we lost, I only got 778 base experience. If we had won that battle, I probably would have received 1,200 experience or so, and that would have been ace tanker. I fired 22 shells, hit 21, penned 18, 6,630 damage, 2,114 damage from over 300 meters. I received 14 hits, 6 of those went through, 8 bounced, for a grand total of 2,450 blocked by armor. I spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 9, killed 3, 866 assistant damage. After taxes, I pocketed 56,424 silver. This tank is just such a spectacular thing. And after this, with the next couple battles, I just continued to complete missions that I had to get done. It's just, you gotta grind one of these out. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.